Hey guys, welcome back. Unless it's your first time here, I'm the Northwest Fisherman Chris, and today we are finally cracking open the September Monster Bass box. Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This month has kind of been like a continuation of a disaster of how things work through like the earlier part of the year, most of the summer. Um, yeah, so this box, okay, I'm not going to throw shade, but this is a takeover box from Monster Bass with only Monster Bass baits in it. Typically, I'm not upset or annoyed or anything like that by takeover boxes or getting Monster Bass baits in boxes. However, I'm not super thrilled about the thought that every bait in this box is a Monster Bass box bait. Because I kind of feel like I have a lot of them, and I'm not gonna say things like I don't like them because I do use them. It's just I kind of get the box because I like the variety and a Monster Bass bait here and there. Totally acceptable, totally fine, completely okay with that. However, we'll see how this works out. We'll just check this out. So, of course, like always, we have our book, Monster Bass Takeover, helping you catch greatness, message from founder, the ultimate takeover baits. So you get your live on Thursdays, pointers from the pros. So the first one's going to be about a popper, fishing over grass, brush piles, open water, rip-rap docks, rocks, trees. Completely agree with all that. For the rod, they have I'm not really sure what that is. So they changed it this month. So the suggested rod for this is also a Monster Bass rod, which I get. Monster Bass Takeover, shameless plug, totally cool. Realistically, I'd be like a light, medium, heavy, fast, or moderate, or maybe even could be a lot of fun, like a medium fast, like a nice medium fast, 40-pound braid. I fish it on like 15-pound mono, or even like the Fluoro Clear from P-Line, even though I'm not really using P-Line for a line anymore because I had too many bad spools in a row. And 751 baitcaster. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Next up is your Seeker crankbaits. So if I remember correctly, the Seekers are good down to like 9 or 12 feet. Nice small crankbait. They're pretty good actually. Like if you want to throw something different that's still good, it's a pretty good bait. Humps, ledges, open water, riprap, points, docks, rocks. Agree with all that, except for maybe not so much rocks. Depending on your rock situation, my rock situation in a lot of my lakes, my crankbaits like to just get wedged to the rocks, or I destroy the bills rather quickly. Once again, medium fast casting maybe is what they mean by that. I'm not sure. 12 to 17 pound fluorocarbon, completely agree. Solid. 6.2 to 1 bait casting reel, super solid. I'd throw this on like a medium heavy moderate. Would be like a very good call, like a 7.2 or a 7.4. That's just me. Next one, you've got your Exision lipless, which they're going to talk about. Grass, humps, open water, riprap, points, rocks. Once again, I agree with all that, but I would also like to throw in ledges so you can yo-yo it. And I also throw them around docks. I like to throw lipless around docks. You can kind of speed crank them out of there, or maybe if you get like a suspending, real fun. Oh, I didn't talk about the rod. They got 7.4 Monster Bass MBC, I have no idea what MBC stands for. I should have probably looked, but I also didn't really go through this because I usually go through the boxes 99.9% of the time kind of live with you guys. So when you're seeing it, I'm seeing it for the first time. 17 pound fluorocarbon. I'd agree. You could even get away with going lighter. 7.5 to 1 baitcaster. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Tokyo rig. Oh, they brought back the Tokyo rig for this box. I really hope they did, because I actually had a lot of success. We'll talk about it when we get to it. But yeah, you can fish this literally absolutely anywhere, and you're just going to want medium heavy fast, or if you're going to go super heavy with it, maybe just a heavy fast. 20-pound fluorocarbon. Agreed. 8 to 1 baitcaster. Sure. If you got on there, 7.5. That's fine too. Just as long as it's like 7 or higher. I wouldn't throw like a 6.2 or like a 6.3 to 1. That, no. Epic Eric's Bait Hacker. Here's your Astro tables, which is really cool. It breaks up all your information about the day ratings, your moonrise times, your moon set times, your moon overhead times, your moon underfoot times, what the phase of the moon is. Super helpful. Guys that caught their PBs with MONSTERBASS box stuff. Okay. Let's get into the goods here. Slipstick 99. This one's floating, so it's not a suspending jerkbait. But I don't care because it's jerkbait. And it's a super solid color. What do they even call this color? I should probably look. Cylon. This is like a pearl ice. Okay, so you got a nice silver back. You got a highly reflective side. It's just like straight pearl and silver. You've got a pearl belly, red hook in the front. I like the red hook. Okay, some people say it doesn't matter. Some people do. You've got a EWG-ish style hook in the rear. The tips do point backwards, but the actual body of where the barb is does not. So they're EWG-ish in my book. However, this is still going to be, what, 4 to 6 feet? It's a ½ ounce. It's floating. It doesn't say. Either way, let's listen to that rattle. Oh, it's got like that. It's got like that really good rattle trap rattle in it. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. So another thing that I've been doing lately, fishing in the rivers for smallmouth, I will throw this straight in the current, and then I'll just let it do its. Because you know how jerkbaits, when you jerk them, they kind of just dart and pop. Well, when you let it go in the current or you reel it back, it kind of has a shimmy, kind of like a lipless, but they don't just bury themselves like a lipless. So there's a lot of ways to fish a jerkbait. Not all of them are right, but most of them aren't wrong. So this is definitely, this is great. I'm actually really excited about this. Speaking of lipless, we've got the Exision 69 lipless crankbait. This is also a ½ ounce, but I guarantee this one sinks. It sinks real good. The color on this one is blue crumb. I wonder how they came up with that name. So you've got that super cool, it's kind of like a candy blue, and then it's got like, I don't want to say like a decal, but it's like a, well, you can see it. You can see what I'm talking about here. You got nice pink belly. I like, okay, so the color pink, I really like in the spring and the fall, because I kind of feel like by spring or fall, the bass have seen a lot of baits. Okay, especially like post-spawn and fall. They've seen a lot. Okay, so when you throw something down there that's pink, I have good luck with it. You guys might not, but I have good luck with it. Especially in the spawn do I throw pink. But yeah, this is a cool bait. Same deal with the hooks. You've got a smaller one in the rear though, and you've got a larger red one in the front. Once again, we're back to that red hook in the front. I like the red hook. I really do. The idea is behind it that the bass are thinking it's kind of like blood or something, I guess, and they strike for the front hook. They're either going to get the front hook or they're going to hit the rear hook. Either way, that means they're getting the hook. If that's true, if that's not true, I just have good luck with the red hooks. Okay, what do we got next here? Okay, so this is pretty cool. So I'm going to open both of these together. This one is called Crawlicious. This is the Seeker 8. And then we're going to crack this one open here. And this of course is like, this is your blue shad, yeah. The baby blues is what they call this one. Okay. So dives to 8 feet. It's got a nice craw pattern, nice red into an orange. This is a pretty good looking bait. This time of year, you can throw red year round, honestly, and I feel like it works fairly well. However, I feel like it works best dead of summer and pre-spawn. That's my experience. And you got your blue truce, so you've got that blue back, that baby chartreuse sides. It's like not even like chartreuse. Like, let me see. Maybe my lighting is messing with it a little bit here. No, it's just it's like a pastel chartreuse. It's pretty cool. Both of them got the same idea. Nice EWG-esque hooks on them both. Red hooks in the front. I like it. I'm not upset by it. 8 feet, 6 feet. These are both the same weight. They're both the same length. 2 feet difference in diving. I like them both. Let's give them a listen. Big heavy knock. Took a second to get that one winded up. That was the baby blue truce. Let's listen to that Crawlicious. Okay, so this one's like a lot of BBs, and this is a heavy single knock. That's interesting, because nothing on the package denotes either. I wonder if that's just a sound difference between the two. No. Doesn't say. Nothing like that. Both of them are half of an ounce, by the way. So far, all of our baits have been half of an ounce. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay. So this is a new bait for 24. And this is an all new bait for 24. So neither one of these are released. Wow. Okay. And of course we got our Tokyo rig. Let's go ahead and crack one of these open. So what makes the Tokyo rig really cool is, so you've got your EWG hook here. This is even going to tell me? Yeah, no idea. I'd say this is probably like a 2/0. Yeah, that's a 2/0. Okay. So you've got your EWG hook. And you've got a snap ring. Okay. I'm not going to really be able to see that, but that's okay. You've got a barrel swivel. And you got the stick. Okay. So what makes this really, really cool is, what did I do with that little box of stuff? So we got this little box of stuff here. So you've got a 1/4 ounce, a 1/2 ounce, two brass clackers, some beads, and some swivels. Oh, this is actually a Carolina head, which is fine. Like, it's fine. So we'll just use it for the sake of the Tokyo rig. Because the Tokyo rigs, I like the Tokyo rig a little bit more than the Carolina. I like the Carolina rig produces, but Tokyo rig, I like it. It's pretty cool. It's really, really cool, actually. So we're going to grab that 1/2 ounce guy, and we are going to grab that stick on our hook. Okay, we're going to put that weight on there, and we are going to grab some pliers here. Well, these are side cutters, but whatever. It's all good. And we are going to just bend that over. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be fancy. Nothing like that. Okay? You guys seeing where this is going here so far? So this is what we got. So this is that new bait for 24. Nice green pumpkin on the back. Nice craw. This thing's nice. It's really, really nice. Let's get a good look at this. No scent. Mine doesn't appear to be salted. Can't squeeze any out of it. But it's got that nice pearl blue belly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and treat this like it's a Texas rig. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Wow, one of those days already. Well, not really already. Still one of those days. See where we're going to want it to be? Right about there. We're going to go through. Go ahead, expose that guy like that. And bam. There you go. So how you're going to fish this? You're going to fish this like you would like a jig or a regular Texas rig, anything like that. That didn't stay exposed very well. Let me try harder with that. There we go. So your line's going to go on that barrel swivel. So it's going to be able to do whatever it wants down there. This weight is going to keep it pinned kind of to the bottom. But your bait, and preferably the soft plastic that you use for it, is something that's fairly buoyant. So it can kind of just stay slightly off the bottom and do whatever it wants to do. Super effective. I really like it. It is completely enough different that it'll generate a lot of strikes in a lot of places where the bass have seen everything. So we've checked out that craw. Let's check out that other new one, which they obviously meant for us to Texas or Carolina rig this. Wow, this is so it's like a stick bait, but it's got all these frills down the sides. I bet this is what we were supposed to Tokyo rig here. It's fine, but that's super cool. The color on this is like a green pumpkin with flake in it. Kind of like a rainbow flake in it. I like that. Both these new baits are pretty cool. Here, I'll throw it on that Tokyo rig. Because I have everything up to do the Tokyo rig. Frilled stick baits like this are a little bit harder to go like Texas or Tokyo. I don't know why. I always kind of have a problem lining up the where I want to be at in it a little bit more. That's just me. That and you kind of can't really expose it. You can, but I feel like it's not quite the same. Yeah. Okay, so this would be really good. Look at that. And then it can just kind of worm around and do whatever it wants. Slightly off the bottom. That's really legit. I really like that. Okay, what else we got in here? We got our new decal for the month. Little angler fish. That's pretty cool. I like the colors. I'm going to put that on something. Might put it on the desk. What else we got? Got our MONSTERBASS golden ticket. And we got our fish angler app. Which I still haven't downloaded. I need to download this. I should just do it because I get it for free because I get the card with the little QR code. But anyway, no, I'm pretty happy with this. Actually, this is better than I thought it was going to be. Because I was kind of worried that this wasn't going to be that great. But it turned out really good, surprisingly. Yeah, so we're going to call it for the show. Yeah, actually really impressed. Got some tungsten out of it too. But yeah, fall's here. This is one of my favorite times to fish. Fish are everywhere in the column. The thermocline is changing. We're starting to get into that fall turnover. So the fish they're doing things. You might not catch the quantity, but there's a very good chance that you can catch quality, and you can fish just about anywhere in the water column and catch something. You can still fish topwater. You can fish down deep. I'm catching them on jerkbaits already. Well, I never really stopped. But you can still catch them shallow. You can catch them deep. You can catch them on structure. You can catch them off points. You can catch them off ledges. You can catch them everywhere right now. A lot of them are in different progressions of that turnover and the changes in the water and everything. It's a great time to be out right now. But the most important thing is that you guys get out there and you FAFO. Fish around and find out. Take care, guys.